So as you can see by my attempt at trying to be cinematic, it snowed in Maryland. So I decided I wanted to document the day. And what better camera to use than my Nikon D750. Now I know this is the second video I make using this camera, but hey, it impressed me in my last video, so I decided to take it out for another spin. But this time in terrible conditions where I'm not disturbing my wife's sleep. Now before I continue, I have to tell you that this is kind of a POV style video, but let me tell you why. I found it rather difficult carrying around the A7 IV along with the Nikon, which already weighs about 40 pounds. So I decided to just use the GoPro. I don't want to go too far because it's kind of cold. Now, it was a lot colder than I expected, which led me to question why I was out there in the first place. But I pushed through, and once I took the first couple test shots, I knew I needed to be out there. Now, some of these photos aren't so great, like this one that looked a lot better in person than in post-process, so don't take some of these photos seriously. Now, before we continue with more footage of me getting frostbite, let's talk about the lens I'm using, which is the Sigma 35mm f1.4. This is literally one of my favorite lenses from all the lenses that I own, and trust me, I own a lot. This lens was mainly used for portrait photography because of its ability to drop down to a whopping aperture of f1.4. But sorry to disappoint you bokeh freaks, I shot this outing at f8. Lately I've been enjoying the look of having everything in focus and seeing the image as a whole rather than having one focal point. So as I continued through this treacherous journey, I spotted a basketball court that looked worth photographing from a distance. This photo's alright, I guess, but I'm glad that I did take this photo because that's when I noticed a storage unit of some sort in the background, which had a single window smack dab in the center of the building. And if you know me, I'm a sucker for symmetry. I actually decided to remove the light poles in the background because I thought it would make the photo look better, and in my opinion it did, but if you disagree, let me know in the comments. I decided to keep moving towards another local park, and it was on that walk where I took my favorite picture of the outing. I don't know why I like this photo so much. It could be all the layers in the photo and how it all comes together to create one nice photo, and it doesn't distract you from the focal point of the photo, which is the red car hiding behind the fence. I'm just kidding, it's the no parking sign in the center, but you knew that, right? As I arrived to the park, I noticed a lone car parked on the side of the road covered in snow and thought it looked pretty cool, so I decided to photograph it. And that's when I noticed something odd about the car. So from what I see from that car I just took a picture of, it seems like the window was broken, but I took a picture of it anyways. Turns out there were multiple cars with their windows smashed in the area and police were investigating it. So for the sake of my safety, let's Photoshop some snow over the area where a window once existed. Up until this point, I was pretty tired, so I decided to end the day with these trashy photos. Get it? Because it's a trash can. Yeah. Now, as you could tell by the title of this video, I wasn't really that motivated to go out, but I'm definitely glad I did. I'm actually pretty happy with some of the photos, so much so that I'm deciding to print some of them and hang them up in my office. And that wouldn't be the case if I had chosen to stay home in bed. I had to get up and take some pictures. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video of me experiencing borderline hypothermia for the sake of the craft. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe if you like this sort of dangerous content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless.